Gravely serious topic to get into, but it's one that can save lives. We're talking water safety for children, as drownings remain one of the leading causes of death for children under the age of 5. So I want to give a big thank you to our guests for being here today. Dr. Carol Lilly, pediatrician with USF Health, and Kari Bahour, founder and president of Water Smarts Tots Foundation and owner of Watch Me Swim. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, and we want to share this information with our viewers. It's so critical. I want to talk first about, and it's just scary to think about, but how often this happens. And we live in Florida. There are bodies of water all around us. Can you share some of the stats, Doctor?
Yeah, so as you've said, drowning is the leading cause of death for young children under the age of 5 due to injury and accident. And sadly, in Hillsborough, we rank among the top in the state for drowning deaths consistently over the past 12 to 15 years. In the past year alone, we've had 9 deaths due to drowning in Hillsborough. And over the past 11 years, we've had 116 deaths, many of whom are treated at local hospitals, such as the Muma Children's Hospital Trauma Service. Those children end up with lifelong disabilities many times when they do survive. And so from our standpoint, the prevention of these deaths is crucial so that we can prevent these useless tragedies.
Absolutely. One is too many, and it is shocking. I remember every year my pediatrician telling me that under the age of 5, this is the leading cause of death. And it's shocking, but it's true. And so that's where we get into what can we do to prevent these accidents, to make sure they don't happen. I know that it starts with how you take care of the bodies of water, the pool in your backyard, for instance.
Yes, absolutely. It's important that we realize there's not one solution to drowning prevention. We recommend a 5-layer protection against drowning prevention, which is the barriers, the pool fences, the alarms. The second layer would be adult supervision within arm's reach, of course. In case the fence was open or the gate was left open, somebody can see the child in the water or making their way out to the pool. We don't hear a child necessarily drowning, needing help. So it's important to keep eyes on supervision. The third layer of protection is, of course, a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket when on a boating vessel. And the fourth layer is knowing CPR. Those seconds, are critical right after an emergency such as drowning. And the final layer of protection, if all barriers were to, all layers of protection were to lapse, supervision was lapsing, the door was left open, child made his way out, got into the pool, would he have those skills that can make a difference between life and death? Will he be able to roll and float and call out for help?
And Dr. Lilly, that's where you can share some expertise as well in terms of the importance of getting those swimming lessons, those early lessons, so they know exactly what to do in the incident of falling into the water.
Yeah, our job is to put as much as we can between the child and a possible drowning event. And so certainly swim lessons are very important. They have been known to decrease the rate of drowning substantially in children. They're successful. And the key is to recognize that it can be done even in infants as young as 12 months. And while they may not always be able to bring the skills to bear because they become afraid, in many cases that they can, and that has helped children prevent drowning. And for my part, it's the barriers that you're put in front of these kids. It's the layers of protection with supervision, supervision, supervision.
And we've just got a little bit of time left, but
Yeah.
I want you to really emphasize that because we all are guilty of distracted parenting, but when it comes to being around the pool or outside near the water, you can't do it.
Yeah, we want to put everything we can in front of these kids to prevent that from happening, to prevent these heartbreaking losses.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, we want to give our viewers some resources, some information, of course. PreventNeedlessDeaths.com. You can find the tips, the water safety there. Of course, we talked about year 2 organizations, and so there are resources there as well, and we just want everyone to stay safe. Thank you so much for sharing everything.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.